Okay, hello there. So one of the first things that we're going to need to do is install DaVinci Resolve, and that is actually very simple. We're going to go ahead and pull up a browser here, and you're going to want to go to blackmagicdesign.com. And then you'll see when you get here, this is a little bit about what Blackmagic Design does. They create hardware and software for making videos, and there are two software pieces that they have. DaVinci Resolve is their editor. And they also have another piece called Fusion, which you can use to do special effects. So if you click up here on products, you notice there's a bunch of the different hardware that they sell. They sell these professional cameras, their cinema cameras, which record some awesome looking quality content. But we're going to take a look at, obviously right here, DaVinci Resolve and Fusion software. Okay, so you click there. So you've got editing and color correction. That's DaVinci Resolve. 12 is the most recent version. And there's also visual effects, which is Fusion 8. Studio. Okay, so you're going to go here and click Learn More, and this will bring you to the main page for DaVinci Resolve 12. Okay, so you can see the URL up there. It says blackmagicdesign.com/products/DaVinci Resolve. Okay, and then quickly there's a download button that you can use right away, or you can go ahead and read through and see some more of the stuff here they talk about. They give you a bunch of different content to teach you a little bit about what Resolve is for, give you some background on it, and all the different possibilities and features that Resolve supports. And there's a lot of them there. So feel free to read through all that and learn a little bit more about what Resolve is all about. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and click the download right here. Or you'll notice down at the very bottom, there's another option here. So it says DaVinci Resolve 12. This is the free version. So you can download that here for Mac OS X or for Windows. And then there's also the $1,000 version. And so why would you want to download the paid version? What's the difference there? Well, really, there's not that much. If you take a look here, it says the free DaVinci Resolve 12 is a full professional editing and color grading system that is suitable for independent users working in SD, HD, and Ultra HD projects. So, I mean, that's basically everything that a typical user is going to need. The reason you might upgrade to the full version says get all the features of the free version plus support for multiple GPUs, 4K output, motion blur effects, temporal and spatial noise reduction, 3D tools, remote and multi-user collaboration tools. So those are a couple of things that you can get in the full version, but for most users, you're not going to need that. Most users are going to be okay with that. If you've reached a point where you're really doing some heavy stuff and you need multiple GPUs, if you're outputting 4K, those kinds of things, then maybe it's worth it grabbing one of these full versions of Resolve. If not, go ahead and stick with DaVinci Resolve 12. A quick tip, if you really are looking into getting something for the full version of Resolve, they often package that with some of their hardware. So for example, if we go back earlier and we were looking at their hardware that they sell, right? They've got some of these cameras. They've got one of these, so this is their Blackmagic Video Assist. This is a recorder that you can use to record screen capture. This is actually what I'm using to record this tutorial right now. This comes packaged with the full version of DaVinci Resolve, and it's only $500. And so if you wanted a sweet deal and wanted something to do some sweet video capture tools, you could buy that piece of hardware, and it would also come packaged with the full version of Resolve. For these tutorials, I am still using the light version of Resolve. So everything you see here is what you can use using the free version. But if you did get to the point where you wanted to get the full version, that's a sweet trick to get a cool monitor as well as get the full version of Resolve for half off, right? So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and you'll have clicked download. It's going to ask you which format you want to have or which platform you're using it for. And so I'm going to say Mac OS X, which is what I'm using. You're going to have to put in your credentials here and register, and then you'll hit register and download, and it'll start the download for you, and then you can install it to your machine. So once you've got that downloaded and installed, go ahead and open it up, and we'll get started in the next lecture.